plugged into the blue label of professional wrestling. He's Brad Gilmore. I'm Matt Topolsky for the reality of wrestling, and we got to talk about this bracket for the road to wrestling royalty as it continues to come into view. We're going to check in on that bracket in just a minute, Brad Gilmore. But in our main event tonight, it's not a tournament match. Oh, no. This is for the television championship. High stakes in this one between two perennial high flyers. The new look, the new intensity, Cameron Cole taking on Will Allday. And if we've learned anything about Will Allday, it's Cameron Cole better pack his lunch for this one.
Yeah, Will Allday will do whatever it takes to retain that Reality Wrestling Television Championship. We saw what he did with Brendan Steen at the Summer Champions. I thought they were going to break through our table here, Matt Topolsky, in that incredible street fight. And I don't think that Will Allday wants to win the championship and in his first defense lose it. That would mean be catastrophic to his career. I think Will Allday is going to try to play all the stops tonight.
Well, we're going to see. It's a new look Cameron Cole, as I've said before. We saw him talking to pictures of Booker T here at the World Gym Arena earlier today. So I'm not exactly sure what mentality he'll be bringing into this matchup. But like I said, he better bring it all against Will Allday. Well, to start the action this week on the road, the tournament continues. It's the Rise to Wrestling Royalty. We're just 2 weeks away, live on YouTube, October the 12th. Find out more details about how you can see it right now at realityofwrestling.com. It's Edge Stone. It's Abe Jackson. And what's interesting about this, Brad Gilmore, is Edge Stone, as impressive as he is, lost in his debut matchup to Abe Jackson. You know that has to be in the back of his mind going in this tournament match this week.
And not only that, but at the Summer Champions, after Edge Stone got that big win against Cameron Cole, who came out and bum rushed him? It was Abel Andrew Jackson. So tonight, Edge Stone has a lot of reasons, at least two, to go out and beat up on Abe Jackson.
Absolutely. The tournament continues, and it's personal. It's Edge Stone in action against Abe Jackson right now.
A tournament qualifying match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 220 pounds, Abel Andrew Jackson.
Abel Andrew Jackson has a date with destiny, and he may not like the end result. As you recall, Edge Stone made his Reality of Wrestling debut, and it ended in a loss with some nefarious activity, to say the least, courtesy of AJ. I think a one-on-one, this preliminary matchup, as this tournament starts to come into view. And we now know that the winner of this matchup will be taking on Isaiah in the round of 8.
And his opponent, from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 265 pounds, Edge Stone.
Well, we know that Abel Andrew Jackson's standing up for Edge Stone. The question is how long?
Matt Topolsky, let's not forget, Abe Jackson, Abel Andrew Jackson is a veteran here at Reality of Wrestling, and with being a veteran, that means you have veteran-like instincts. That means he's been in this situation before, where he is not the stronger, bigger man, and he knows how to get a win.
Well, it's nice to see him being back in the squared circle, engaging in professional wrestling again. He didn't exactly make it as an agent in the business, did he? And Stone, impressive athlete, a monster of a man indeed.
You know, you don't need to hate on my man Abe Jackson. Some people are better on the court than they are in the office. Look at Luke Walton. That man won a championship as a Laker. Couldn't coach him to the playoffs.
Well, this much I agree with, you know. Some of the best batting coaches were the worst hitters.
Quarterback coaches can't even throw the ball. Sometimes just how it goes.
Is that what you're saying about Abel Andrew Jackson?
No, Abel Andrew Jackson, one of the guys who's better on the field. He's better in the game. You don't want him on the sidelines. And look at that early on, trying to take it to Edge Stone. To admit, Abel Andrew Jackson, Abe Jackson, whatever you want to call him, has always been one of the most well-conditioned athletes we've seen here at Reality of Wrestling. There's been, it's why he's been here for as long as he has, because he knows how to stay conditioned. He's got power. He looks the part. But then you look at Edge Stone. This guy is a mountain. He is a literal mountain.
Yeah, Edge Stone doesn't look like he's from this planet. And that's the thing, is you can be the most well-conditioned athlete in the world. You can have all the experience you can possibly capture.
Oh!
You're in professional wrestling, but when you go toe-to-toe with a man of this size, and with the strength and athleticism and the gas tank that he possesses, it is a tall order, no pun intended, for anyone.
He's definitely a mountain of a man.
I got to tell you, you put me on the spot about this earlier, about who I think should be the perennial favorite in this tournament. My money is on Edge Stone. I mean, there are a lot of tremendous athletes, well-decorated athletes here at the Reality of Wrestling in this tournament, but my God,
man,
they will all face the prospect of that. Abel Andrew Jackson launched 10 feet across the ring.
Holy hell, that scared me. It felt like lightning struck.
I'll tell you what, this looks more like a commercial for a WWF wrestling buddy than it does a wrestling match.
Oh, but look at that, Edge Stone taking that post. His shoulder went all the way into it. You got to wonder if he's reeling from that, if he's hurting from it. And Abel Andrew Jackson spills blood in the water. As capitalizing on it, the winner of this match goes on to face Isaiah in the quarterfinals.
Tell you what, Abel Andrew Jackson better be careful here. He gets himself disqualified. Doesn't matter whether he walks out of here tonight or not. He's not going on to the round of 8. But that is Abel Andrew Jackson's game. Bend and break every rule you can in order to get advantage.
Oh, wait a minute, swing for it. He got it, Matt. That's it.
That's it. 1, 2, 3. No! Abel Andrew Jackson may need to head back to the ballot box once again here if he's going to beat Edge Stone. Neckbreaker, 1, 2, to head of the round of 8. Edge Stone slips out again. Frustration starting to mount for Abe Jackson here.
Abe Jackson's thinking, what do I have to do to conquer this man? But I gotta say, Matt, I mean, he does not look too rattled by Edge Stone's size. I mean, you gotta think, these two have been in the ring together before, and we knew who came out the victor. I don't know if we've ever seen anyone kick out of that swing vote. Almost got a 3 count, but was left with a hanging Chad. And Abe Jackson continues to put that knee in the middle of the back of Edge Stone.
To the midsection, Abel Andrew Jackson talking a little trash in here at the same time that he's trying to finish off Edge Stone. Roll-up attempt here. The big man gets out. Swing and a miss there from Abe Jackson. Oh, no.
Oh, wow! That's got to be all the power.
1, 2.
Oh, wow. How did Abe Jackson kick out of that?
I know. Edge Stone almost turned Abe Jackson into a stain on that ring mat. Talk about terminal velocity and power.
Oh! Abe Jackson better be careful not let his frustration get the best of him. Oh!
Caught in midair.
Oh my goodness, double-handed choke slam.
1, 2, 1,000.
Here is your winner, Edge Stone!
Full credit to Abel Andrew Jackson for going in there not intimidated and giving everything that he could, but I gotta tell you, Brad Gilmore, this may not be the California Great Adventure, but that is the Tower of Terror right there. And Abel Andrew Jackson went from floor 100 to the basement, courtesy of Edge Stone, and he is heading for the rise to wrestling royalty. Edge Stone, your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nancy Perez, and I'm here backstage with Will Allday. Will, how's your mindset heading into this matchup against Cameron Cole?
Well, let me go ahead and address this Cam Cole situation. See, I like Cam Cole. We're buddies. We travel together, we work together, and we talk like almost every day. So that's why it's real surprising to me to hear all this crap he's talking behind the scenes. Cam, you're saying that the only reason I'm getting these opportunities is because I'm Book's golden boy? That I'm handed opportunity after opportunity? Cam, it's not my fault. I picked up the ball you dropped, and I ran with it. See, I've literally had to overcome demons. I've had to overcome people I thought were my family, and I've had to extinguish a rising star. See, Cam, you take one look inside that ring, and you'll understand why I'm in the position I'm in, why I'm the TV champ, and why they call me all damn day.
It's all right, man. Reality of wrestling fans. We regret to inform you that at this time, my son, my tag team partner, PJ Hawks, has not been medically cleared to return to wrestling. So unfortunately, that means we won't be able to defend our titles against Q and Tempo. You see, Q and Tempo, I know you've been working really hard, not hard enough, but you guys have been working hard, and you're a newly formed tag team, so I promise you, as soon as PJ's better, we'll give you another shot at our tag team championships. But you got something you want to share with?
I do, man. Look, guys, I just wanted to let y'all know that this is eating me alive, and it hurts me because we're fighting champions.
It's tough for me.
We don't give up, and we want to defend our belts to the best of our ability, and I can't do that while I'm hurt. You know, it was a freak accident. I went over the top rope, and the injury was slightly worse. But I'm doing everything that I can to recover, guys. I'm resting my knee, icing and compression elevation. I'm doing the rehab. I'm slowly walking on it more, gaining mobility. But I'm going to do everything that I can so we can come back and we can defend those titles. Don't worry, guys.
He's a young athlete. He's got plenty of years left in him, so we got to do what's smart right now. Terrell, Tempo, Q, you guys just go back, work your way up to the ranks. Maybe wrestle La Familia. Maybe who's the guys that we beat for the tag team championship? Fly Duff? Fly Duff.
Yeah.
We've beat them several times. Maybe you got to beat those guys too, and work your way up the ranks. And then when we're 100%, and you guys have earned some credibility in reality wrestling, we can give them another shot at the championship, right?
I think that sounds fair. No better way to put it.
See, you gotta understand. This is tough for me because not only do I lose my tag team partner, I lose my training partner. I just got home from the gym killing some legs, and he wasn't there with me while he's laid up here just resting and watching TV. But we're going to do what it takes. We're going to get him back. We're coming back 100%. You can bet your money on that, right?
That's right. You know what we say. If you're bad,
we're worse.
Introducing first, representing La Familia, weighing in at 175 pounds, Vega.
We hit the stand up, the fam through blood, through the mud, show love, it's
Johnathan Vega
we hit the stand up,
looking to punch his ticket. In the round of 8, the rise to wrestling royalty.
Well, here's the thing. 2 of the members or affiliates of La Familia have already been exiled from the tournament. Max Humberto, Diego de la Cruz. Still have to see what Aiden Cristiano does in his opening round matchup, but Vega might be the only man to advance out of La Familia.
And his opponent, weighing in at 175 pounds, he is one half of Fly Duff, Warren Johnson.
I've been up the scenes cause I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
I'll tell you what, Brad Gilmore, we'll cover Warren Johnson in a minute, and Team Fly Dev taking this path on their own here throughout this tournament. But Johnathan Vega, you point out he may be the only representative of La Familia heading into October the 12th. I gotta tell you, I don't know that there's been a more impressive member of La Familia over the last few months than Johnathan Vega.
Matt, I actually fully 100% agree with you. Johnathan Vega has turned it up to another level. I think that, like I said before about Diego de la Cruz, sometimes when you're the member of the group and you're not the leader, you're overlooked slightly. Vega's looking to change that. And now Warren Johnson, one half of the former tag team champions. He's been tag team champion on multiple occasions. Going out and doing it
by himself tonight. I talked about in the match with Zach Mason and Max Humberto, could Zach go out there and do it on his own after being in a team for so long, not having someone to tag out to? Well, guess what? He proved me wrong. He could go out there and do it, and he advanced to the next round. Here's the interesting thing, though, Matt. If Warren Johnson is able to get a victory over Johnathan Vega, he will meet Zach Mason.
Cover here, too, to do it right now. Reversal. Kick out.
He will meet Zach Mason in the next round. Now, that would be a match.
Every man for themselves in this tournament. 1, 2. The possibility of Team Fly Death colliding does sit on the horizon. Right you are.
And, you know, you almost wonder how that would even, I don't know, how do you even get yourself in the mind state to do that? But here we go, Warren Johnson.
Once again, I mean,
nice shots.
We've said before, you know, about blood being thicker than water, but not when titles potentially are on the line in the future. Not when there's money involved. Not when there's prestige involved. The opportunity to sit higher on the card. Look at that. Very impressive from Johnathan Vega. And, you know, you talk about mindsets, Brad Gilmore. Here are two members of a tag team. Cover here, too. Both of them have been thinking to themselves, you know what? I want a little bit more of the spotlight myself. I've been in and around the sport of professional wrestling long enough to where maybe it's time for just my name to be on the marquee. And I think that's one of the things that motivates both of these athletes in this matchup, and that's what makes this first round matchup so compelling.
Absolutely. 4 wins.
1, 2, kick out.
4 wins in a row, and you were declared wrestling royalty.
Brad Gilmore, as we look ahead to more of the action here tonight. Talk about high flyers. Will Allday and Cameron Cole for the TV title.
Oh!
Still to come in our main event. Johnathan Vega bending a few of the rules here. Now shifting the momentum. Big leg drop coming off the top there. Vega. Will he represent La Familia in the round of 8 kick out?
We are so close to solidifying all the men who are going to be here. Next month, October the 12th, for that Rise to Wrestling Royalty Tournament, we know we're going to see Isaiah. We know we're going to see Edge Stone. We know we're going to see Zach Mason, Gina, Eric Lockhart, all have qualified so far. Johnathan Vega's trying to be the next man.
Reversal there from Warren Johnson. Needs to capture a little bit of momentum in this matchup, bottle it and go to work. Perhaps the window has opened for him now.
Warren Johnson firing up. Oh! You gotta think also, it's nice, like you said, for these men to be able to try to establish themselves in a singles format and show the world what they can really do outside of a team. And my question, Matt, oh, look at that, nice reversal. My question, Matt, is what if they find out that they like it more? What if Warren Johnson finds out that he likes being singles more than he does being in a team? What would that mean for the future of Team Fly Death? Same for Johnathan Vega. What would that mean for La Familia?
This tournament, Brad, I mean, you talk about, here's a pin attempt, kick out at 2.5. La Familia had several representatives left in this tournament. Now only Johnathan Vega remains. If Johnathan Vega were to move on in this tournament, if he were to win this tournament, you think he's going to stick around in La Familia? And then you've got the potential of Team Fly Death colliding in this tournament. This tournament, in a lot of ways, is almost like a giant reset for this entire roster. Yeah. It's a reminder from Booker T that this is a lonely business, and if you want to sit atop it, it's very, very lonely.
But we could see a final with Aiden Cristiano and Johnathan Vega. Just the same that we could see Fly Death clash in the next round. That is what makes this tournament format so interesting. You don't know who your opponent is going to be, especially in a single night tournament.
Here we go from Warren Johnson to head of the round of 8. No! Johnathan Jonathan Vega slips out. A split second to go.
What makes that single night format tournament hard, Matt, is you don't know who you're going to face on any given round. And you
Roll
have
up
no
here, roll up, Ward Johnson to finish it off. He got him! He got him, Brad! And the prospect! The prospect of Team Fly Depth colliding is more than just a mere prospect. It is a reality now. We are going to see that happen in this tournament bracket on October the 12th. Warren Johnson and Zach Mason will go one-on-one.
That is a big, big piece of breaking news. I'm sure they're going to have to discuss that later on tonight, how that's going to go. Or maybe they'll go 0 draws 30 on each other and just remain silent until October 12th. We'll have to find out, man.
Money get me hot. I don't need no drugs. Tell me what you need. I'll show you where the blood is.
Row Nation, I'm Ashley Bull, backstage here with Brian Keith. Now, Brian, it's glad to have you back here. I know I haven't interviewed you in a while, but it's a great time to. You have been given the opportunity to face Ruthless Ryan Davidson for the Reality of Wrestling Championship at Rise to Wrestling Royalty. What's going through your mind heading into that match?
Ashley, I'm gonna let you on a little trip into my mind. So it's no secret that I'm a religious man. And every morning I thank God for the opportunity to just do what I love here in the reality of wrestling. And when I think about it, when I think of my journey and all the things I've gone through to get to this moment right here, that's a promise. Promise to my wife, promise to my kids, all the nights gone away, all the long, hard days of training. I got to make it count. This is the bounty of all bounties. And Ryan Davidson, I'm here to answer the call. But the question is, are you ready to cowboy up? Yeah, doggy!
Yeah, I know. I can't believe she even showed up. I mean, how embarrassing was that? Oh, but the look on her face, that was priceless. Literally, it just made the whole night better, honestly. I mean, what was she thinking? Nobody even wanted her there.
Excuse me.
I know, like, who gave her the idea? Did anyone tell her the address? Like, did she have to look it up on Facebook? Like, why was she even there? I don't understand.
Excuse me.
Hold on, I'll call you back. Can I help you?
Training starts at 7:30. You're like an hour late.
Your training might have started at 7:30. My time for my training starts whenever I get here, and I happen to get here now, and there is a nice clear ring for me, so thanks for that.
I don't know if we've been introduced. Clay Roberts, this is my training session, and you may not know me, but I know you.
Everyone does.
Right? Rachel Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got pinned in the scramble.
That's not how that happened.
Yeah, and all the girls talk about you.
Okay.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah,
And they're all very sweet, and they all kind of say the same thing, and I gotta say I agree.
Thank you.
You're a real.
Who do you think you are? I am Rachel Rose. I am the queen of House Rose. You're a nobody. Nobody talks to me like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nancy Press, you're backstage with the Pink Dream, your Diamonds champion, Alex Gracia. Alex, how confident are you putting your championship on the line against the 17-year-old sensation, Roxy?
Nancy, I came here with the weight of the world on my shoulders. It has been a lot of pressure and a lot of hard work to finally get this title. So whoever comes after this right here is going to have to work harder than they ever have. Because I'm going to represent this title the best way I can, because I love this company and because this is what Pink Dreams are made of. So I plan on shining as champion for a long, long time.
Welcome back to the Row, and again, we want to let everybody know the rise to wrestling royalty is just 2 weeks away. It will be live and free exclusively on Reality of Wrestling's YouTube. You don't want to miss it. A one-night tournament. 8 competitors will walk in, but only one will be crowned royalty.
And like I said before, they have to win 3 times in one night. They have to have 3 different matches and win every one of them to be wrestling royalty. Battle of attrition. I can't wait to see who is it going to be. Who do you have your money on, Matt Topolsky?
I'll tell you what, Brad Gilmore, it's hard to argue that Edge Stone isn't the most impressive athlete in this tournament.
True.
If my money's on anyone, it's on him.
Not a bad pick.
But up next, you talk about placing your bets, Brad Gilmore. Well, let me tell you something. The line on this one, it's razor thin. Cameron Cole, a perennial high flyer, an incredible athlete, a former television champion, a former tag team champion, goes one-on-one with Will Allday, who quite frankly has taken the Reality of Wrestling by storm, but now can he be successful in his first TV title defense?
Well, that's the whole thing. Will Allday has never lacked confidence in himself. We know that he is a very confident performer. That's why he went out there and he was able to take it to the limit with Brendan Steen and win that Reality of Wrestling Television Championship. But it's one thing to win that championship, it's another to defend it. This is what Will Allday needs to do. He has to go out there, beat Cameron Cole in our main event tonight to solidify himself as champion here at the Row.
Will it be ice cold Cameron Cole, or will all damn day continue? We find out next in our main event with the TV title hanging in the balance.
Introducing first, from Santa Monica, California, weighing in at 206 pounds, Cameron Cole.
Brad Gilmore, Cameron Cole recently had a conversation with a picture of Booker T, and he said, "It's not you, it's me." He's a little upset. He pictured himself to be Booker's golden boy, and now he feels like that is slipping through his fingers.
At one point, he was Booker T's golden boy. I mean, this is a man who had won the Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championships on multiple occasions. He won the Reality Wrestling Television Championship. He looked like he was primed for greatness, but somewhere he lost his way. And then while he was trying to find himself through the ashes, rose a phoenix that we now know as Will Allday, the current Reality Wrestling Television Champion. And Cameron Cole kind of seems like, or thinks that, Booker T is now selected, hand-selected, Will Allday to be the new golden boy. And look,
Cameron Cole is smoking.
I think he's vaping. I think that might be illegal now.
Well, I hope it's not bubblegum flavored because it might be soup. Nevertheless, Cameron Cole, not the cool that we remember, but he is ice cold.
And his opponent, from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 185 pounds, he is your television champion, Will Allday.
Will Allday arriving here at the World Gym Arena to a thunderous ovation. You can feel the floor shaking under your feet for the television champion. And why not? His impressive show-stealing performance at Summer of Champions 6 is something that wrestling fans across the world have been talking about. He climbed to the balcony and a senton bomb to the floor made him TV champion. And the stock continues to rise.
Oh, wow.
Hotter than perhaps any other on the Dow Jones. All day is all damn day, and now he's got the gold.
Well, he's got those shiny boots to match that shiny championship. But this is his first defense tonight, and he needs not to be overly confident. He needs to keep his eye on the ball. Don't let the hype get to you. Don't let the adulation get to you. Be sure you are focused on the challenge at hand.
You say that, and normally I would agree with that strategy. But no, oh no!
Got vaped in the face, brother.
But nobody harnesses the energy of this crowd at the World Gym Arena like Will Allday does. I have seen it from no one else, quite like I have seen it from him. And if anyone is going to channel the energy and the enthusiasm of this crowd, it will be Allday in his first television title defense. This is your main event on Reality of Wrestling. Just a week away from the Rise to Wrestling royalty.
Ring the bell.
And it has a big fight feel, to say the least.
The winner of this match will go into, like you said, the Rise to Wrestling royalty, defend that championship. Does all damn day have a defense in him after it took everything that he had to win the title? I mean, Brendan Steen put up the fight of a lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, there are still questions about whether Will Allday's at 100%, weeks removed from that demolition derby between the two.
Well, I mean, Matt Topolsky, I do know that he went through some physical therapy to recover from some muscular issues that he was having after that match. Even tried out cryotherapy, and he says that he's as close to 100% as he's going to get.
Let's hope he didn't stay in the chamber as long as Antonio Brown did.
Oh, look at that, a little bit of a show of respect. So it's always fascinated me about combat, Matt Topolsky, how you can have bad feelings about somebody, how you can be trying to hurt them physically, but still have respect for them inside the squared circle. Bunch of swings and misses here. Either man being able to get the advantage here in the early going.
Interesting thing here about Cameron Cole, Brad Gilmore, I'm going to get your take on this, is that head scissors over the top, back in that cartwheel defense once again. I get the feeling that Cameron Cole sees a lot of himself, almost like an Elseworld edition of himself in Will Allday, the Cameron Cole that he thought he should have been.
Oh, look at that! A big open-handed slap when Will Allday was looking for a handshake. And now I think that the respect has gone out the window. Be careful, Will. Will kind of shoving the referee to the side. He needs to control his aggression. But I think you're right, Matt Topolsky, about the Elseworld Cameron Cole. I think somewhere in the multiverse, Cameron Cole went on the same career path as a Will Allday and might be the television champion there. Unfortunately for him, in our universe, that is not the case, and he's going to have to battle one of the best that we've seen in a long time to recapture that gold.
As he gets dumped on his head on the ring apron, tumbles to the outside, and Cameron Cole has bad intentions on his mind right now. You see that look in his eye. Cameron Cole charging up, senton over the top, and crashes into the broadcast table. Terminal velocity over the top rope from ice cold Cameron Cole.
And he takes a second to get a smoke break.
It was very impressive.
I mean, it's very impressive, Cam, but Cameron Cole obviously a little bit aggressive, taking a smoke break, like he just had a romantic encounter.
Cover here, one. Is that what you do after a romantic encounter? Just have a smoke break, Brad? What is this, a James Cagney movie? Inside the squared circle as Mr. Gilmore composes himself after the proposed romantic encounter. A modified neck breaker across the knee here from the challenger. Cover two and a kick out. Cover here again, another pin attempt from Cameron Cole.
Cameron Cole trying to keep Will Allday down. He jaw jacks with the referee for a second. And Matt, you know, we saw a lot of back and forth in that incredible series of matches between Will Allday and Brendan Steen. But I don't know if we ever saw Will Allday. Oh, look at that. Will Allday go through the almost psychological abuse that we've seen Cameron Cole already put him through. I mean, tricking him out with the handshake into the slap of the face.
Oh, Cameron Cole dumped to the outside. What altitude there
bringing altitude.
Oh, look at that. Cameron Cole had it scouted. What a smart, quick maneuver by Cameron Cole.
These two are similar in so many ways. They have no fear in their mind at all. High risk from the top. Cameron Cole with an outstanding missile dropkick. And if the challenger can get on top of it now.
Wow. I was convinced that could have been all right there. Cameron Cole, Matt Topolsky has officially put it into sixth gear. This is the best that we've seen him in quite some time. It's because he is motivated. He is motivated to go out there and compete at the highest of levels and to become a champion once again.
Your main event on the road, not disappointing. The television title hanging in the balance. Up for grabs here. Will Allday is going to have to dig down deep in order to defend this title. We know he's capable of it, but Cameron Cole may be bringing a lot more to the table than the TV champion expected. And now Cole back on top with that sleeper hold, broken for a second time here from the champion. Cameron Cole back on top of him again, trying to be a nuisance, just enough to get an advantage.
Oh, look at that. Day now. Momentum back on his side.
Look out. Put your tray tables and your seats in their upright position. Will Allday ascended to 10,000 feet and then nosedive within seconds. Oh, look out. Look out.
Oh, man.
God in heaven.
Well, here's the thing, Matt Topolsky, as impressive as these maneuvers are, you can't retain your championship by pinfall or submission on the outside. You got to do it inside the squared circle. Will Allday needs to zero in on Cameron Cole.
Well, looks like he's doing it right now in the crosshairs. A crossbody clothesline springboard from the top to retain the championship. No,
still
kick
not
out
enough.
At 2.5.
Still not enough.
Driver there. No, a power bomb instead. Reversal here from the challenger. Knee to the sternum. Ducks underneath. Cameron Cole coming back. This matchup, as advertised. A modified pop-up power bomb from the champion. Cameron Cole slips under the door. The challenger lives on. Will Allday knows now what he must do. High risk is not enough. He's going to take it to the next level, Brad. We've seen him do it before.
Cameron Cole able to avert disaster for a minute. Super kick.
A super kick. Hit him off that top rope. A new TV champion. No. 2 and 99%. Championship, the TV championship doesn't mean anything to Cameron Cole. Think again. He wants to prove to Booker T it should have been him all along.
Absolutely.
athleticism and carnage continues.
Allday thinking another high risk. Cam Cole back in the driver's seat.
Cameron Cole, they're playing a little bit of possum. Superplex.
And he rolls through. Wait a minute.
Great buster from the champion.
How did he do that?
Incredible.
Now Will Allday going up to the top yet again.
The champion ascending to the nosebleed section. Frog splash. Gets caught by Cameron Cole. The challenger to win the title. No.
Oh, looked like he caught him with that flying knee.
It is almost impossible to keep up with the action in there. The gas tank on both of these athletes. Incredible, remarkable, uncanny. Now Will Allday. Senton bomb. The same move that won him the TV title. 2, 3, he'll retain with it.
Here is your winner and still the television champion, Allday.
Well, an incredible main event here on Reality of Wrestling. An ice-cold Cameron Cole came close on many occasions, but it wasn't enough for all damn day.
A master class of athleticism this week in our main event. It is why the Reality of Wrestling is the blue label of pro wrestling. And when the dust settles, Will Allday is successful in his first television title defense. And I'll tell you this, Brad Gilmore, the TV title division and its prestige has been severely elevated by these two and their performance here this week.